Good evening and welcome to Willsville Stadium for this Stones Bitter Championship game between Warrington and Widnes. The teams for tonight's game: Warrington at 1, Brian Johnson; 2, Des Drummond; 3, Ronnie Dwayne; at 4, Joe Rapati; 5, Brian Carbett; 6, Keith Holden; 7, Martin Crompton; at 8, Les Boyd; 9, Mark Roskell; 10, Bob Jackson; 11, Alan Rathbone; 12, Gary Sanderson; and 13, Mike Gregory. Substitutes for Warrington tonight: 14, Andy Mossop; 15, Kevin Tamati. Widnes at 1, Barry Dowd; 2, Rick Thackeray; 3, Darren Wright; at 4, David Hume; 5, John Basnett; 6, Phil McKenzie; 7, Andy Sullivan; 8, Kurt Sorensen; 9, Andy Ruane; 10, Steve O'Neill; 11, Keith Newton; 12, Trevor Stockley; 13, Richard Ayres. Substitutes for Widnes: 14, David Ruane; 15, Harry Pinnott. Referee for tonight's game: Mr Smith from Halifax. His touch judges are Mr Golding and Mr Holgate. The 2 prop forwards, 2 captains, Les Boyd and Kurt Sorensen. Kurt Sorensen with his left knee heavily bandaged, tossing the coin in the centre of the field. And the teams will stay as they are, so Warrington will be playing from left to right in this first half as we look in the white shirts with the primrose and blue V. Widnes in their changed strip of all red. It'll be Widnes who'll get the game underway. In the shape of Barry Dowd, full back. So this Stones Bitter Championship game between Warrington and Widnes is underway. Mike Gregory stops it with his knees, takes it safely. Mike Gregory then moves down to his own 25, moves in. He's brought down by Steve O'Neill. Roskell goes to acting half-back, comes on this near side to Sanderson. Sanderson trying to drive his way through. Roskell once more, on to Boyd. Boyd driving forward, clears his own 25 before he's stopped by Ruane and O'Neill. Dummy from Holden, looks for the gap, gets it away to Boyd on this near side, now to Jackson. Jackson comes back inside. Nice little move there. Roskell sends it back to Brian Carbett. Carbett, high, lofty kick into the night sky. Dowd's underneath it, takes it safely. Dowd uses Basnett on the right. Goes down the centre, brought down by Joe Rapati and Alan Rathbone. This time it goes right, moving forward, Steve O'Neill. He's well tackled though. Ruane brings in Sorensen. Sorensen well tackled by Alan Rathbone. Ruane once more, he sends it back to Dowd, gives a dummy, a nice one. Dowd moves forward, good run here from Dowd, but finally runs into Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen takes it. Kick comes on the 6th tackle from Andrew Ruane. It bounces up nicely for Brian Johnson. Johnson now moves forward. Throws out a long pass here on this near side to Drummond. Looking to go around Basnett. Hands him off nicely. Des Drummond still going back inside to Brian Johnson. Johnson beats one man. Lovely move there between Des Drummond and Brian Johnson. Drummond there against Great Britain winger Basnett. Left in for dead. Here's Holden to Crompton. Crompton short pass to Mike Gregory. Gregory's brought down in midfield by Richard Ayres. Roskell sends it left with Crompton. Crompton brings in Sanderson, took it well. Sanderson out to Dwayne, the ball goes loose, it's picked up by Rick Thackeray, and Rick Thackeray is away. Will anybody stop him? Rick Thackeray will score. He scored many times before, and Rick Thackeray, good piece of opportunism, goes half the length of the field to score. First points, a try from Widnes. May have been a knock on from Darren Wright. As the ball went loose, he did punch it forward, Thackeray went on it. Les Boyd was chasing. Well, that's the first points on the board. It's a try from Old Warrington player Rick Thackeray. And Les Boyd looks injured after that run and goes immediately down the tunnel. Good try from Rick Thackeray. Scored many tries here when he was with Warrington. And on his first Appearance back in Widnes colours. Scores a good try. Conversion attempt then from Dowd. And in off the post. Good start for Widnes with 2 minutes, just 3 minutes gone. Warrington 0, Widnes 6, a try from Rick Thackeray, converted by Barry Dowd, with 3 minutes gone of the game. Warrington restart, deep kick, safely taken by Richard Ayres, and Ayres moves forward. O'Neill, he drives out to his own 25 before he's finally brought down by Roskell and Holden. On this near side, moving forward is Newton, gets the ball away, nice ball to Ruane, he brings in David Hume, beats a one man, good tackle from Roskell. Kick comes in and it's a good one from Andy Ruane. Warrington at the moment, there's Boyd back on the field. So scrum down, Martin Crompton to feed, in it goes, dives for it, gets it, Keith Holden goes down, gets a few fists from Andy Sullivan. One goes down bravely, Mike Gregory sends it left with Crompton, Crompton brings in Rathbone, Rathbone drives forward, he's stopped by Kurt Sorensen and Keith Newton. Goes left with Crompton once more, out to Jackson, Jackson head down, charging forward, makes about 5 to 6 yards before he's finally brought down. Roskell, Holden, gives a dummy, brings in Boyd, storming down the centre, Boyd moves forward, nice move there, gets the ball away to Rathbone, but Rathbone immediately collared by Kurt Sorensen, gets the ball away though, but picked up by Mike Gregory, Gregory caught by Sorensen. Goes out to Crompton, Crompton kicks downfield, it looks a good kick from that, Martin Crompton, good kick, sending play, midway inside the Widnes 25 for a scrum down. Good kick there from Martin Crompton. Scrum down then, ball goes in, bounces out, Crompton's after it, and somehow it's managed to be scrambled away by Phil McKenzie. Well, last time these two teams met was in the John Player semi-final. Warrington took command that day. And this is the rearranged game which should have been played on Boxing Day. Here's Alan Rathbone, takes it safely, hands it on to Desi Drummond. Drummond now moving forward, looks for a gap himself. Caught finally by Kurt Sorensen. Roskell, dummy onto Boyd. Boyd moves forward, turns, brought down on the Widnes 25-yard line. Roskell this time sends it left with Jackson. Jackson now moves forward, swings it out to Carbett. Carbett moves back inside and is caught by Thackeray. Assisted by Trevor Stockley. Comes out now. Holden running out with Crompton. Crompton looks for a gap himself and gets away from one, gets away from another. Hands it on to Mike Gregory. Gregory out to Johnson. Johnson will score with a try for Brian Johnson. Nice move there across the line. And Brian Johnson finishes it off from the pass from Mike Gregory. Good try from Johnson, nicely worked across the line there from Warrington. And Brian Johnson well up in the try scoring lists. And that from Brian Johnson is his 21st of the season. Warrington's top try scorer this season. So Brian Carbett back on first team duty. Can he kick his first goal of the season? In the first team, yes he can. And the scores are level at 6-all. So Warrington 6, Widnes 6. And a bright start to the game with 8 minutes gone. Dowd then to restart for Widnes. Deep kick, good kick. Des Drummond has it. Head down, driving forward, makes it to his own 25. Another good driving run there from Des Drummond. The ball goes loose, Roscoe picks it up, but that's a knock on. And a scrum down. Ball goes in, well hooked by Widnes, brings in John Basnett. Basnett now moving forward, dangerous. Comes up with his fist as he goes in and the ball goes loose. Knock on was it? No. Went backwards, says the referee. Widnes then still in possession, just outside the 25. Trevor Stockley. Stockley moving forward, a couple of yards inside the 25. Andrew Wayne, acting halfback for Widnes, sends it left on this near side to Sullivan. Around move with Ayres, not a good pass. Fumbled by Basnett. And that's the scrum down. Referee there. Nicely by Crompton. Ayres had come round to block the blind side on this near side. Mike Gregory goes himself from the play of the ball. He's stopped by Trevor Stockley. Holden. Rathbone, he's trying to drive forward, he's stopped by Keith Newton. Roscoe back to Boyd, Boyd moving forward once more, nice ball to Sanderson, just couldn't get it away, it was good tackle by Stockley. Bob Jackson kicks downfield. And that's a ball back for a scrum down on the halfway line. Mr. Smith turns scrums to hold up, keeping both front rows apart, with Les Boyd and Kurt Sorensen having a good tackle. John Basnett's well tackled by Keith Holden. Mackenzie, Ayres gets away from one man, looks for support. Still going, good little run from Richard Ayres. But he's lost the ball, and Mike Gregory has it moving forward. Gregory, go, well, somehow Warrington got that ball. Seems as if Richard Ayres was going well, but Gregory stole it. Gary Sanderson. So knock on and a scrum down. Once again, Mr. Smith telling both front rows to stay up. Want to keep these both front rows apart for as long as possible. Penalty to Warrington. Andy Sullivan not retiring. Brian Carbett then comes over to put for touch on this near side, left-footed, and that's a good kick from Brian Carbett. Sets Warrington up on the attack now, inside the 25, Desi Drummond taps it, goes himself, looking for a gap, goes across field, then goes down. He stops about 15 yards short of the Widnes line. Roskell, Jackson, 3 Widnes players are there to push him back. Short one to Rathbone, Rathbone driving forward. It took 2 Widnes players, Keith Newton and Richard Ayres, to stop him. He goes on to Holden, Holden, he's over. Yes, lovely move there, Keith Holden. Goes over for his first try for the club. Lovely set move. Well, 8 yards from the line, couple of dummy runs. Holden came in, found the gap in the Widnes defence, goes over for his first try in Warrington colours. Warrington 10, Widnes 6. Brian Carbett, and it's safely through, 2 out of 2 for Brian Carbett. (12-6) Warrington lead with 13 minutes gone. Les Boyd back with a new pair of shorts. Dowd once again restarts, once again on this near side, and it goes straight out. Penalty from the centre spot from Warrington. Brian Carbett wanting to put the touch. And just make sure. Sets Warrington up now, midway inside the Widnes half. Second part of the penalty will be taken by Roskell. He taps it. First receiver, Alan Rathbone, driving forward. He's well tackled though by Stephen Neal. And Danny Ruane. It's on to Boyd. Boyd turns out to Crompton. Crompton though caught by Sorensen. Roskell once more to Bob Jackson. Jackson driving in once more. Head down through. Widnes players are there to bring him down. Roskell sends a long pass out left to Mike Gregory. Gregory stopped by Darren Wright. Goes back to Holden. He puts a kick up a high one across field. Basner lets it bounce. Dwayne's coming up, but it's finally Sullivan who goes down to take it. He's quickly pounced upon by Ronnie Dwayne and Martin Crompton. John Basnett. So a little under 15 minutes gone. And Widnes spraying it out. Darren Wright trying to find a gap. His heels were just tapped though by Keith Holden. Kurt Sorensen across field, sends a nice pass out to Trevor Stockley. Stockley's though well tackled. Alan Rathbone coming in to finish the tackle which Les Boyd started. Goes back to Dowd. Dowd kicks downfield. Des Drummond takes it safely. And he beats Basnett again on the near side. It took a good tackle coming back from McKenzie to bring him down. Gary Sanderson. Roskell on this near side. Les Boyd. Boyd sends a nice pass out to Mike Gregory. Just gets it out to Drummond, who did well to keep in play. Roskell, Holden, brings in Rathbone. Rathbone just caught and brought down on the 25-yard line. And looks a bit injured after that tackle, holds his shoulders, wanting to spray it out once more across the line. Joe Reparty driving forward. Sixth tackle, Holden kicks for the corner. Just look a bit too far though. Ball goes dead and it's a tap from the 25 for Widnes. Ruane takes it. Stephen Neal. It's about 10 yards before he meets Gary Sanderson and Alan Rathbone. Sullivan. Richard Ayres. Ayres looking to unload the ball. Finally brought down by Holden, an injury there to Mike Gregory. Another injury, kick downfield by Ruane, but once again, hopeless effort. Sails straight out of play for a ball back and a scrum down. Referee stops the clock for the injury to Mike Gregory. Warrington have got a couple of forwards on the subs bench. Andy Mossop and Kevin Tamati, and it's Andy Mossop who's stripping off, coming on for his first team debut. If Mike Gregory can't continue in the game, it doesn't look a very good sight for Mike Gregory at the moment. Tony Barrow coming on to see, and a stretcher's being called for. We've got two stretchers on, in fact. And the stretcher for Mike Gregory. So Andy Mossop comes on for his first team debut after some good performances in the A-team, but Mike Gregory going off on a stretcher, not a good sight for Warrington. And Mossop will go in at loose forward. So, play will resume when Mike Gregory's left the field. Possibly have people around him, and he'll go down the tunnel with, doesn't look a very good sight, looks a bad injury. But play resumes, ball goes in, good push from the Warrington pack. Holden, Johnson. The ball's loose again. It's hacked on by Thackeray again. It's a chase for the ball, bounces awkwardly. People slipping all over the place, and Martin Crompton, cool as you like, picks it up. But penalised Warrington for pushing. Another 10 yards for talking, which gives Widnes a chance to pull 2 points back. Martin Crompton being talked to by Mr. Smith. So Barry Dowd has a chance to pull 2 points back. To the right of the post as we look. Dowd comes up. One lucky kick, but that not so lucky, straight through the uprights. It's Warrington 12 points, Widnes 8. With little under halfway through the first half, 19 minutes gone. Ronnie Dwayne restarts for Warrington. Deep kick, Richard Ayres, and he knocks on. 10 yards from his own line. Martin Crompton then to put the ball in for Warrington. And it goes, Warrington in possession, Crompton looking for a gap himself, gets the ball to Holden, Holden comes back and meets a couple of Widnes forwards. Roskell to Crompton, Crompton first touch for Mossop. Roskell once more, Crompton looking for a gap himself, he finds it and stops about 5 yards short of the line. Roskell once more sends it left, Bob Jackson trying to drive over. Once the 8 takes 3 Widnes players to stop him, 2 tackles left then for Warrington. Roskell, Holden, Crompton around with Holden, brings in Boyd, Boyd out, chance for Sanderson, he stopped inches short of the line. 6th tackle then. Mossop, a try on his debut, Andy Mossop. As easy as you like, took it straight from the play of the ball, no Widnes cover. Third try scored by Andy Mossop. (16-8). Brian Carbett, and 3 out of 3 for Brian Carbett so far. So Warrington 18, Widnes 8. So Dowd to restart once more, ball falls down. Good long kick once more, testing out Des Drummond, but Drummond takes it safely once more, once again head down, driving forward. Alan Rathbone driving forward, brought down by Stockley and Newton. Roskell, Jackson, nice ball onto Boyd, hands off one man, ball's loose, intercepted by Phil McKenzie on the Warrington 25-yard line. Kurt Sorensen goes himself. Good tackle from Bob Jackson, gets the ball away though. Ruane sends it right. Trevor Stockley makes a couple of yards. Comes back this to O'Neill. Widnes though playing it through the forwards, not gaining much ground. Penalty to Widnes. O'Neill came up with the head, hit Alan Rathbone. Rathbone didn't like it. Gave a little push to O'Neill and was penalised. So the chance of 2 points for Widnes with Barry Dowd. There's a wing getting up now. So Barry Dowd. Similar position to his last kick. Comes up. And once again strikes it safely through. Pulls another 2 points back for Widnes. It's Warrington 18, Widnes 10. Ronnie Dwayne restarts. Bounces awkwardly. Rick Thackeray will try and cut this one off and just takes it safely. Rick Thackeray then moving forward. He's well tackled. Mackenzie to Newton. He's well covered by Ronnie Dwayne, assisted by Martin Crompton. Dwayne onto Trevor Stockley. Ruane acting half-back once more on this near side to Steve O'Neill. O'Neill clears his own 25-yard line before he's finally brought down. Goes back. Kick comes in from Barry Dowd. Brian Carbett comes for it with Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson who takes it. Johnson out to Carbett, took it nicely, but just slips as he tried to get back inside Rick Thackeray. Johnson, Mossop, high tackle by Thackeray. Holden brings in Jackson. Jackson driving forward once more, head down. Stopped a couple of inches short of the halfway line. Keith Holden gives a dummy. Got away from one tackle, just caught by Steve O'Neill as he's going through. Crompton, a cool kick. Stopped by Rick Thackeray. He'll just keep that one in. Gives a dummy. Tries to go himself and immediately caught. Some tough tackling coming in from Warrington at the moment. Not giving Widnes much room to move. Sorensen drops it. Referee says it goes backwards. And then a penalty is given to Widnes for something in the tackle. So, little under 15 minutes left in the first half. Kurt Sorensen. Ooh, and a crunching tackle there. 3 Warrington forwards on Kurt Sorensen, and Kurt Sorensen felt that one for sure. Trevor Stockley, good tackle from Mossop and Ruskell. Sanderson. Ruane trying to go through himself. Sullivan. But Sullivan can't get past Mossop. And Gary Sanderson goes back to Dowd. Dowd being forced to kick a high one, hanging for Johnson. Johnson takes it safely, goes out on that left-hand side. Hands off Richard Ayres, comes back in field, gives a dummy. Finally caught by Keith Newton on the halfway line. Gary Sanderson this time to Holden. Holden out to Crompton on this near side to Drummond in the centre position. Ball onto Rapati. Rapati drives forward. He's finally caught by David Hume. Drummond goes blindside. Drummond now just caught by John Basnett. Holden to Boyd. Boyd drives forward, throws the ball back to Drummond. Drummond, good pass out to Crompton. Crompton looking to go himself, gets the ball into Mossop, just went behind him. And Widnes recover the ball in the shape of Darren Wright. Kurt Sorensen. Once again, he's getting a lot of attention this evening so far, Kurt Sorensen. 3 players around him every time he gets the ball. Richard Ayres. Good tackle from Gary Sanderson, assisted by Ronnie Duane and Alan Rathbone. Once again, Widnes being forced to kick. Dowd once again, this time it's a better one into space. Drummond comes for it, takes it safely. Drummond then moves forward, comes back inside. And takes the tackle of John Basnett and David Hume. Roskell to Joe Rapati. Party knocks off Stockley. Well, Joe Rapati is centre, just knocking off Trevor Stockley's second row forward as if he wasn't there. Roskell out to Boyd, juggled with it and just couldn't keep hold. And that results in a scrum down. And Widnes win it. The ball out now to Phil McKenzie. Phil McKenzie though being pushed back. Sullivan. Keith Newton. Ruane from the play, the ball moves forward. Good little run from Andy Ruane. Comes back left. Well taken by Ayres, out to Sorensen. Sorensen looking for the gap himself. Good tackle from Martin Crompton. Good tackle there from Crompton on Sorensen. David Hume going across field. Gets the gap, throws the ball back. It was taken off the floor by Sullivan. Some sloppy passing going on here from Widnes. O'Neill. Duane's going for it. Ooh, very nearly got it as well. 6 more tackles over Widnes, but they're losing ground on virtually every time they get the ball. But Stockley's moving forward. He runs out straight into Bob Jackson. Ruane gives a dummy, finds a huge gap. Ruane moving forward now. Ruane turns, looks for support, finds it here from Darren Wright. Bit better from Widnes, they're on the attack now. Trevor Stockley. Stockley's still going, he's over the line, just held short. Well, Stockley was held short. Referee gives a try. Trevor Stockley pulls the try back for Widnes. It's 18-14 with the conversion attempt to come from Barry Dowd. So, high scoring first half at the moment. 32 points with this conversion attempt to come. Dowd then right in front of the post, just to the little bit to the right. Comes up, no trouble from Barry Dowd. It's Warrington 18 points, Widnes 16. With 9 minutes left of the first half. Ronnie Duane restarts. It's a deep one to Thackeray, stops it with his legs, takes it safely. Rick Thackeray then, driving straight. Ruane, on to O'Neill. Ruane, Sullivan. Ball well taken there by Newton, but Warrington players are quickly there. The ball's loose, it's knocked back. Bob Jackson. Jackson now out to Sanderson, took it well to Rathbone, and the ball goes loose, intercepted by Stockley, gets it away now. Sullivan moves forward, and Widnes back in possession. Richard Ayres receives it from Andy Ruane, throws the ball back to O'Neill. O'Neill now, he's well tackled finally by Mossop. Sorensen putting pressure there on Sullivan. Ruane, little kick, and a good kick from Andy Ruane. So, a bit of a wing getting up now here. Swirling about. Ball goes in. Scrum will reform as it collapses. Crompton, he's brought down by Andy Sullivan. So Warrington back in possession. Mossop driving forward. Roskell to Rathbone. Rathbone driving in. He's stopped by Andy Ruane and Keith Newton. Roskell, Crompton to Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne, he's caught by Andy Ruane. Roskell goes himself and they play the ball. They could chip over. The idea was right. The ball's still loose. Warrington back in possession with 6 more tackles. Roskell out to Boyd. Boyd, well taken by Brian Carbett. Crompton, space now here for Holden. Short pass to Mossop. Takes 3 Widnes players to bring him down. Gary Sanderson to Martin Crompton, switches it back left with Rathbone. Rathbone moves forward. It was falling as he met Trevor Stockley and was injured in the tackle. Another injury, this time to Rathbone. Holden kicks downfield and it will just go dead. And play will restart with a tap from the 25 for Widnes. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Warrington with a 2-point advantage. It's Warrington 18, Widnes 16. Andy Ruane takes it onto Keith Newton. Mackenzie, near side to O'Neill. O'Neill being pushed towards the touchline by Bob Jackson. How's it go to Richard Ayres, looking for a kick through. Boyd picks it up, Les Boyd now. The ball still going loose. Feels for offside, Warrington pick it up. Here's Drummond now. Drummond in space, moving 4 goals across field. Gets away from 1 tackle, finally brought down by Andy Ruane. 6 more tackles though for Warrington. Holden gives a dummy. Ruane there again for Widnes. Alan Rathbone, he goes himself and they play the ball. Richard Ayres brings him down. Roskell, Holden. Oh, finds the gap, just caught on the 25 by Richard Ayres. Roskell this time sends it left with Crompton. Crompton moves him forward, gives a little couple of shimmies. High tackle round his head by Kurt Sorensen. Referee stops the clock. And Martin Crompton there on the receiving end of a high tackle from Kurt Sorensen, which has laid him out. And the referee has a word, telling Kurt Sorensen to keep the tackles down. So Martin Crompton, a bit worse the way after that tackle, but back to his feet. A bit groggy. We'll be alright. So Brian Carbett, chance to add a further 2 points to the Warrington score. So Brian Carbett comes up, but this time not on target. Score remains Warrington 18 points, Widnes 16. Drop out from the 25. Warrington should regain possession. 2 minutes left in the half. Here's Des Drummond now for Warrington, moving forward, looking to beat Basnett on the outside. Des Drummond causing plenty of problems here for John Basnett in this first half. Boyd driving in, finally caught by Newton. Roscoe, Holden, Mossop. Gets away from Sorensen, looking to get the ball away. Lovely pass out to Sanderson. Roscoe once more, on to Keith Holden. Holden going himself, sends it out to Crompton. And Crompton immediately caught as he got it. By Mackenzie, Holden sends it left with Jackson. Jackson chips it over. It was obstructed. Referee lets play go on as Dowd dive down for it. So closing stage of this first half, it's Widnes in the shape of Kirk Sorensen. Good tackle from Bob Jackson there, straight round the midriff. Nice pass there, but Mackenzie stopped. And as soon as he stopped, Warrington had him covered in the shape of Alan Rathbone and Martin Crompton. Newton makes a couple of yards. Ruane goes back to Dowd. Dowd once again will kick downfield. Brian Johnson and Brian Carbett. It's Brian Johnson who takes it. Johnson now moves forward. Swings it out to Carbett. Carbett cuts inside Thackeray. Still Carbett. Carbett now moves forward. Kicks it ahead. Oh! Trip by Barry Dowd. And a penalty 10 yards from the line. Brian Carbett was going through. Blatant trip by Barry Dowd. So, Brian Carbett, who made that run, just left Rick Thackeray, cut him inside, just left him for dead. Widnes cover come right up, chipped over the top, and with Dowd out of position, had no alternative to trip Brian Carbett. And he'll try and put a penalty over in the last minute of the half. Into the closing 30 seconds. In a very high scoring first half. Brian Carbett then comes up. The referee stops the clock. Ball must have just about to fall down as he got up to it. There's a strong wind now, blowing around. So Brian Carbett's second attempt. Restarts the clock. Carbett then, and safely through from Brian Carbett. Warrington 20, Widnes 16 in injury time in the first half now. And a bit of that due to the injury to Mike Gregory, who was taken off on a stretcher. So Barry Dowd. Des Drummond moving forward, drives in once more, makes it to his own 25-yard line before he stopped. Rathbone closing seconds then of the half. Roscoe out to Holden. Holden brings in Mossop. Mossop moving forward. Makes good ground before he's stopped by Andy Sullivan. Roscoe to Holden. Holden swings it back to Boyd. Boyd. Nice ball to Crompton. Crompton finds a gap. Still Martin Crompton. Takes place just in time the Widnes half before he's finally stopped by Phil Mackenzie. This time it's Rathbone out to Holden. Holden to Mossop. Mossop looking for Johnson. Ball just went down. And it's number 6, Phil Mackenzie, who dives on it for Widnes. This time it's Newton. Newton going himself. He's well tackled by Roscoe and Mossop. David Hume. Short one to Sorensen. But Sorensen well tackled and held up in the tackle. Goes out right, run around move, and it's a huge gap here now for Andy Sullivan. Sullivan swings it back inside, good tackle from Keith Holden. Lovely cover tackle there as it looks as if David Hume may score, but Widnes now with Richard Ayres. And there's no more time left in the half. There's the half-time hooter. Warrington will go in out the interval leading by 2016. 36 points for the crowd to enjoy in an entertaining first half. Warrington tries from Johnson, Holden and Mossop. 4 goals from Carbet. Widnes tries from Thackeray and Stockley. 4 goals from Dowd. Half-time at Wilderspool. Warrington 20, Widnes 16. Just returning to the field, Warrington leading 20 points to 16. No substitutes on the Warrington side except Andy Mossop, who came on midway through the first half, so it's the same 13 that finished the first. Widnes don't notice any immediate substitutions on the Widnes side. Their substitutes this evening are David Ruane and Harry Pinnock. It looks like David Ruane may be on. Comes on this near side. Don't notice Rick Thackeray. He's gone to this near side wing position, which should be Rick Thackeray's position. And that kick goes straight out of play. So, immediate penalty for Widnes. And David Ruane is on, and it looks like Rick Thackeray has been substituted at half-time. So, kick for touch by Widnes goes straight into touch from Barry Dowd. So, opening attack of the second half. Set move here from Widnes. Ruane takes it. They used this in the semi-final, not to much effect. Richard Ayres comes away with it. Newton. And once again, doesn't work very well. Trevor Stockley. Ruane on this near side to O'Neill, switches it back to Sorensen. Good tackle from Roskill, Jackson and Mossop. Ruane sends it left, Sullivan sends it out. Long floated pass from Mackenzie, well taken by Hume. Hume. And Des Drummond there, along with Joe Rapati and Gary Sanderson. Crunching tackle there from Des Drummond. And Widnes just kicked the ball on the sixth tackle straight out from the foot of Phil Mackenzie. Scrum down then, won by Widnes. So, we've got a chance then to put the first score on the board. They've got 5 tackles in and 25, and it's Hume. Hume driving forward. Widnes then. Kurt Sorensen driving to the line, throws the ball out. Sullivan, chance for O'Neill, switches it back to Stockley. Widnes then, pressing forward with Ruane, danger here, switches it back. Sloppy pass, knocked on by Andy Sullivan. Another scrum down, midway inside the Warrington 25. Crompton preparing to put the ball in. In it goes, Warrington win it, Crompton looking for a gap and finds it, just caught by Ayres. Holden onto Rathbone. Rathbone clears his 25 before he's brought down. Roskill misses out Sanderson, brings in Boyd, who brings in Rapati, ball just goes out of play for scrum. Sullivan puts it in, Widnes in possession. And a knock on by Andy Sullivan. Warrington win the scrum, Crompton Runs into Mackenzie. Holden then. Rathbone. Jackson. So Warrington with Mark Roskell sends it out to Holden. Holden brings in Boyd. Boyd turns. Roskell to Alan Rathbone, driving forward. A little run from Rathbone, 6 tackle then for Warrington. Crompton gives a dummy, sends it on to Johnson. Johnson kicks it forward. Dowd takes it, gives a dummy, tries to go himself. Well caught by Gary Sanderson and Andy Mossop. John Basnett trying to drive his way through. On this near side to Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen, Newton. A kick may come in here from Dowd. Dowd then kicks downfield. Superbly taken by Brian Carbett. Nearly gets away from 2. So he's brought down. Holden this time brings in Brian Johnson. Johnson driving forward. David Ruane, the substitute, brings him down. Roskell. Mossop. He's stopped by O'Neill. Roskell once more. Holden switches it back to Rathbone. Rathbone makes it just short of the halfway line before he's brought down. Then he was pushed down by Trevor Stockley. Penalty to Warrington. Few words exchanged between Trevor Stockley and Alan Rathbone. And the penalty given in favour of Warrington. Carbett then placing the ball and puts it safely in on this near side. Roskell takes it onto Mossop. Mossop driving forward, good little run there from Mossop. Warrington then. 7 minutes gone of the second half. We still wait the first points of the second half. Alan Rathbone takes place under 25. Roskell brings in Holden. Holden out to Jackson. Jackson straightens up. Bob Jackson driving forward. He's finally caught though by O'Neill. Roskell once more out to Holden. Crompton looking to go himself. Turns, gets away from 2. Gets the nice ball out to Boyd. Boyd slips. Still there's Boyd. He's still going. He's still manages to stay up in the tackle. Roskell trying to play the ball. Looks for Johnson. Just caught by Ruane. 6th tackle. Roskell out to Crompton. Crompton dribbles it through himself. He's going for the try. So bouncing about. He's holding, picks it up. He slips short as he overthrows the ball back to Dwayne. Dwayne knocks it on. And a scrum down. All action there over the Widnes line. But after all that excitement, it's a scrum down in front of the post. Crompton going in for it, and Martin Crompton penalised for an offside. Widnes can relieve the pressure. Warrington need a score. As trying to go from Widnes will put them in front. So this game is not over yet. Drummond going for it, takes it superbly. Drummond goes back inside, still Drummond. Right on here from Drummond, he's still going. Finally caught by David Hume. Widnes line the tackle there, and there's Drummond. Warrington back on the attack. It's out now to Mossop. Mossop driving forward once more, still Mossop. The ball's loose and Widnes back in possession. The ball's out now to Newton. Oof! There's Drummond there, fairly caught Newton. And Boyd there going in on a hard tackle. Some tough tackling coming in here in these stages now. Game really warming up. Stockley there, and Ruane forced to kick downfield. Will Johnson stop it? Yes, he does. Brian Johnson, the crowd now really getting behind the team as Johnson now over on that far side moves forward, stops Johnson at the halfway line. Sanderson injured there, and looks like Keith Holden's injured deep inside. In fact, it's Mossop who is injured. He's back to his feet as Jackson drives forward. Had Rapace on his left hand side but couldn't get the ball through. This time it's Roskell to Holden. Holden moving forward back to Roskell. Roskell moves forward. Nice little move there between Holden and Roskell. Warrington now begin to throw the ball about. Crompton on this near side to Holden. Holden, little grubber kick. Just too far. Penalty to Widnes. Dowd then with the kick for touch. May get ready to catch it. Nearly did. So second pass of the penalty. Once again, this set move, Widnes do it. Not the most successful move in the world. Richard Ayres comes away with it. Once again, it's a set move, but not too much effect. Newton. Ruane looks for players, finds Stockley. Goes left this time with Steve O'Neill, switches it back to Kurt Sorensen. Ruane once more, goes himself, looks for the ball to go through, Holden has it. Warrington back in possession, midway inside their own half in the shape of Keith Holden. And Holden back to his feet. Gary Sanderson there makes a couple of yards. Roskell this time. It's on to Rathbone, he took it well. Holden sends it back right now. Boyd turns back to Roskell. Roskell now, nice ball to Crompton. Crompton looks for the gap. Johnson was coming on his right hand side. Shouts of inside, but he was trying to turn back inside Crompton but just couldn't. This time it's Mossop. Gets away from one tackle. Good little run from Andy Mossop. 6th tackle there for Warrington. Holden. High kick into the night sky. He's fallen it himself. Dowd takes it safely though. Hume from the play the ball. Goes out left. Makes a couple of yards. Andy Ruane. Dumped to the floor by Alan Rathbone. Kurt Sorensen sends it out to Trevor Stockley. Stockley brings in Richard Ayres. But Widnes at the moment are throwing the ball about, but not to any real effect at the moment. And being forced to kick once more. Ruane, Johnson. Just manages to keep it in play as it deflected off his foot. Brian Johnson then. Goes out wide, beats 2 men on the outside, beats 3 men on the outside, straightens up. Good little run from Brian Johnson. Quickly plays it to Brian Carbett. Carbett goes himself, moves forward. Gary Sanderson. Roskell out to Crompton. Holden brings in Boyd. Boyd now straightens up, knocks off O'Neill. O'Neill though just manages to recover to bring him down. Alan Rathbone. So 6th tackle then for Warrington. Goes back to Brian Carbett. Carbett kicks downfield, hangs in the wind. David Ruane. And he juggled it but kept hold. David Ruane then on for Rick Thackeray. Injury there to Mark Roskell. Gets back to his feet but limping. Nice ball on this near side now. Darren Wright. Darren Wright still going. Linesman had his flag up for Les Boyd's tackle on Darren Wright. Good tackle there from Les Boyd, came back to stop Wright and dragged him into touch. Quarter of an hour gone and Mount Roskill receiving treatment. 25 minutes of the game to go. Warrington 20, Widnes 16, and Kevin Tamity warming up on the bench. Mark Roskill though back to his feet, although limping. Referee Mr Smith stamping his authority on the game. Ball goes in, Crompton has it, onto Holden, Holden cuts inside, back to Crompton, out to Dwayne, Dwayne now moving forward, caught by Darren Wright. Mossop, back inside, nice ball, Rathbone gets away from a couple of tackles before he's brought down. Drummond acting half back and the referee gives a free kick to Widnes. Not clear what the penalty was for, but Widnes with the kick for touch. Goes into the main stand over on that far side. Second part of the penalty, Andy Ruane, the hooker, will take it. John Basnett, he virtually stopped as he met Les Boyd. Icy wind now here, Huddersfield swirling about. Sullivan swings it back to Newton, sloppy ball, knocked on, picked up by Drummond. Warrington back in possession in the shape of Des Drummond. Little bit of an argument going on there as Boyd drives in. Referee doing a good job letting the game flow, but players are offside, and if he's got to let the game flow. As Rapati finds a huge gap, Rapati's away, will he get there? Rapati waits for Carbert, can he score? He's going for the corner, and he's just in touch. Good move though from Warrington. Carbert looking to score a try on his debut, just stopped short of the Widnes line in the corner. So it's scrum down 5 yards from the Widnes line. Scrums wheel and turn. Ball goes in from Sullivan. Comes up with it, but Mossop was there. Richard Ayres. Good tackle from Keith Holden. Andy Ruane sends it back to Dowd. Dowd kicking. Brian Johnson goes past him. Johnson, he's caught by Dave Ruane. Brian Carbett from the play of the ball moves forward. Ruane in the tackle once more along with Darren Wright. Mossop. Rathbone driving forward. Holden, little dummy onto Dwayne. Sixth tackle, Holden, back to Brian Johnson. Johnson, high kick, he's fallen it himself. Barry Dowd having to go backwards, takes it safely though. Dowd has to go across field. Barry Dowd now moving forward, straightens up. Good tackle from Mark Roskill. Assisted by Gary Sanderson, the tackle. Kurt Sorensen, he slowed up a bit. His knee very heavily strapped and was called in late to the game. It looks as if he wasn't going to be playing. Andy Ruane. Warrington didn't fall for the dummy. So, a penalty to Widnes, taken quickly by Trevor Stuckley, then decides against it. We may get ready to catch the ball again. This time, he slices it off the edge of his boot. Goes out. So halfway through the second half, 20 minutes to go of the Stones Better Championship game between Warrington and Widnes. It's Warrington 20, Widnes 16. Widnes in possession, 10 yards inside their own half. Andrew Wayne acting half back now. He sends it short onto Steve O'Neill. O'Neill straightens up. He's immediately caught by Bob Jackson and Alan Rathbone. Ruane once more sends it out left. Sullivan, Mackenzie, run around with Sullivan, looks for the gap himself, but doesn't find it. It was covered by Ronnie Dwayne. Ruane kicks downfield, it's a good one, but just bounces in field. Des Drummond may be forced to pick it up, and is. Des Drummond then streaking down that far side. And 3 men round the play the ball. Well, the Warrington crowd cheering for offside, but the referee is letting the game flow. Even though sometimes he's getting a little bit too far. And Carver puts the ball safe into touch. Roskell to Boyd. Boyd moving forward. Manchester stay in play over on that far side. Still, this game by no means over. 2016, just 4 points to try the difference. Warrington needs to get at least a goal or another try on the board to get some breathing space, and the ball goes loose. Roskell kicks it on, picked up by Sullivan. Good tackle from Bob Jackson, but Widnes back in possession. 10 yards outside the 25. Jackson tries to pinch the ball but can't. It's on to Darren Wright. Ruane. Trevor Stockley receives the pass from O'Neill but doesn't make much ground. Goes back to Barry Dowd, kicks downfield. Johnson's after it, should keep it in play. Picks it up right on his own try line. Johnson then throws the ball out to Holden. Holden beats one man, beats another, is he? No, just caught by O'Neill. But relieves a bit of the pressure. Roskell on to Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne now. Still Dwayne. Drummond goes himself, blindside, moving forward. Just caught them over on that far side. Rathbone. Ooze from the crowd from that tackle. It's on to Crompton, gives a dummy, looks for the gap himself. Couldn't get the ball away. 6 tackle for Warrington, midway inside their own half of the field. Mark Roskell, he sends it back to Keith Holden. Holden gives a dummy, moves forward himself. Still Holden. Nice play, hands it on to Drummond. Drummond, he gets back up. That's 6 tackle and the turnover. He threw the ball out of play. But the referee says he wants play to carry on. Widnes about to make a substitution. Keith Newton is going to come off and Harry Pinner come on. Ruane moving forward from the play the ball, still Ruane. And Widnes now moving forward. Sullivan, Mackenzie, dummy, didn't feel Mossett, gets the ball away to Sullivan. Sullivan going backwards though. Widnes losing good 10 yards. Newton throws the ball back, knocked on. Bob Jackson has it. Bob Jackson up with the ball. Roskell onto Alan Rathbone. Rathbone driving in. He's caught by Phil Mackenzie. Boyd. Roskell. Mossop. Run around, move there between Crompton and Holden, brings in Rapati. Rapati driving forward, is still going. Ball's lost, Widnes have it. Pinner still warming up on the sideline as Widnes have it in the shape of Basnett. Little over 15 minutes to go, and after all those points scored in the first half, 36 points scored in that first half. We've not had one in this half yet. As Warrington push that player into touch, crashes into the Warrington bench, and Warrington make a substitution as well. There's a punch up on the bench, a real punch up now. It's all started, real punch up there. Didn't know what actually happened, but they're all in there. Well, there's some fierce tackling coming in. It all happened, a tackle came in right into the bench. Suddenly a little flare up, and it was 13 players with each other fighting. The police are even in there. So, what's the referee's decision? I don't know if any substitution has been made, but there's certainly some action there. So, who's been called over? Difficult to see now in the night sky. It must be at least a sin bin or sending off, because the stern talking to. But after what he caused, it should be at least be 10 minutes in the sin bin or a sending off. I think 10 minutes in the sin bin at least. Both teams still trying to make substitutions. Kurt Sorensen's been called over. Les Boyd's been called over. The two captains, I don't know if these were fighting or just being told to cool the teams down. Kevin Tamanty's warming up now. He's been replaced by Gary Sanderson. And penalty given to Warrington. And Harry Pinner is on for Newton. And Warrington given the penalty there. So now that there's got to be some fierce tackles coming in now. Good ground made from Carbert. Warrington then, it's Kevin Tamanty, it's Les Boyd driving forward. Les Boyd stopped over on that far side. But Warrington now on the attack. Rathbone. Boyd's one high tackle, there's some rough stuff going in there now. There's a little bit, and Tamanty's got the ball, and Tamanty's going for the corner. Is he there? He's in touch. Well, suddenly Warrington player was tackled, and suddenly Kevin Tamanty was streaking for the corner, which rings cries of Tamanty from the Fletcher end. So it's come down 5 yards from the Widnes line, and it goes. It comes out to Warrington to Holden. Referee's not happy. Scrum reforms. Penalty to Widnes. So I suppose it relieves a bit of the pressure for Widnes. Barry Dowd. And he safely puts the ball into touch. So it's on to Kurt Sorensen. And Sorensen immediately hit by Bob Jackson. You know, every tackle will be cheered now. It's Boyd moving out, and I bet he wished he had to collected the ball. Play's getting a little bit dark to see now. There's dark night and play's covered in mud. Sorensen out. Space kicked through by Stockley. Widnes back in possession. Trevor Stockley. So 12 minutes, just under, getting on to 11 minutes to go. Still we wait the first points of the second half. Warrington leading 2016. Here's Brian Johnson now, but there's 4 Widnes players in front of him. Johnson though, he's powering forward, makes good ground, clears his lines well, makes it within midway inside his own half. Desi Drummond swings it out to Kevin Tamanty. Tamanty driving forward. Injury there too, looks like Bob Jackson in the Widnes half. No, it's not Bob Jackson, it's Mossop. Mossop injured. Holden, Crompton, Dwayne can't keep the ball in play. Scrum down. Well, this game is not by no means won at the moment. Just 4 points in it. We still wait the first points of the second half with a little over 10 minutes to go. Ball goes in. Sullivan has it. He finds the gap, but Sullivan just had his heels tapped by Keith Holden. Phil McKenzie. Widnes looking dangerous now, just outside the Warrington 25. Ruane. Long pass from Sullivan to Pinner. Pinner looking for support, but there's nobody coming off on his right hand side. Kurt Sorensen, and it's a knock on from Sullivan. So Crompton puts the ball in, goes in for it, and offside against Andy Sullivan. Brian Carbett to put for touch. Carbett then once again placing the ball. And once again puts it safely into touch. Roskell taps it to Bob Jackson. Voids a high tackle from Sorensen, lazy tackle from Sorensen. Here's Roskell, Crompton, Holden, going across the line, Boyd, it's down to Brian Johnson. Johnson's powering forward out to Carbett. Carbett now still going. Scrum down. So 9 minutes left. Widnes in possession inside their own 25. They got to go the length of the field. Sullivan. This time it's Trevor Stockley. He swings out left with Steve O'Neill. He brings in Addy Pinner. Pinner looking for a gap. He nearly found it. Going through when it closed up. Richard Ayres. Barry Dowd shaping up for the kick and receives it. Brian Carbett takes it safely. Carbett now runs straight, gets past right, brought down by O'Neill. Les Boyd onto Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne gets out of one tackle, finally caught by Kurt Sorensen. Holden to Rathbone. Rathbone moves into space, he looks for the gap and finds it. 3 Widnes players there coming across to bring him down. Holden right with Tamati. Tamati swings it back to Boyd. Boyd brought down just inside the Widnes half of the field. Just inside the Widnes 25. Les Boyd looks injured. Gets up and plays it to Mark Roskell. To Holden. Crompton around with Holden. Brings in Jackson. Jackson to Johnson. Johnson looking for a gap. Couldn't find it. 6th tackle. Martin Crompton kicks it up. Bob Jackson's under it with Dowd. Jackson. Ball falls to Carbett. He's going for the corner. And he's in. Brian Carbett scores in the corner on his return to first team football. And that gives Warrington the breathing space they wanted. And that takes Brian Carbett's personal tally to 12 points of the 24 Warrington have scored. 2 Warrington injuries there, Les Boyd and Alan Rathbone. Alan Rathbone now back on his feet. Les Boyd though looks in some pain. So Brian Carbett, 4 goals and a try to his name so far. And it looks like Gary Sanderson's coming back on. Carbett, it's coming in, but just inches wide. Les Boyd. And Keith Holden given tonight's man of the match for a good display at standoff. And Les Boyd will carry on. Rathbone, who'll pick it up. It's Kevin Tamati. Kevin Tamati strides forward. He's still going, brought down just short of his own 25-yard line. So 5 minutes to go, and Warrington now have the breathing space. They lead 24-16 with 5 minutes left of the match. Alan Rathbone slips. Was that a voluntary tackle? When that's, he got penalised for it at Bradford on Sunday. Here's Bob Jackson. Roskell, back it goes to Brian Carbett. Carbett kicks downfield, a high one, hangs in the wind. Barry Dowd takes it safely. Moves forward, stopped by Jackson and Rathbone. Sullivan, pin up. Wright gets it. And Warrington back in possession of it. Yes, they are. Warrington in possession, and it's man of the match Keith Holden who comes up with it. Roskell on this near side. Kevin Tamati, nice ball, well taken by Brian Carbett. Carbett kicks it forward, he's after it, Dwayne's after it. Pin will have to kick it dead. And he does, kicks it into the crowd for a dropout under the posts. Lovely break, Carbett. Drop out then, front of the post, Barry Dowd to take it. Johnson calls for it and takes it. Brian Johnson into the 25 and Widnes goals before he's stopped by Wright. Ronnie Dwayne out to Martin Crompton. Crompton to Tamati. Oh, knock on and a scrum down. Sullivan has it. Stopped immediately by Mossop. And another injury. Looks like Ronnie Dwayne this time, who's down in some agony. And crunching tackle there. As the trainer comes on to Ronnie Dwayne. It's not Ronnie Dwayne, it's Martin Crompton. Crompton lying on the floor in some pain, holding his face. As Widnes struggling their own 25. Stockley and Rathbone have another go. So this time to pin up, gives a dummy, goes back. Ruane, space for Stockley. Good tackle from Tamati. So 2 minutes to go. Nice chip through. Will take. Oh, lucky bounce for Sullivan and a terrible pass. Terrible pass. Here's Mossop. Mossop out to Drummond. Drummond now moving forward. Still Drummond gives the dummy, drives in. Stopped by pin up. But Warrington back in possession with 2 minutes to go. And an injury, another injury now to Des Drummond this time. Holding his thigh, maybe a pulled muscle or something like that. Here's Tamati driving into the 25 once more. Holden. Repartee driving through, gets away from 2 tackles, just caught, high tackle by Trevor Stockley. As Repartee who's going through. Penalty to Warrington. 2 injuries at the moment. We've got Des Drummond on the far side, Martin Crompton on the near side. Both receiving treatment. As Brian Carbett will shape up in the last minute of the game to try and add a further 2 points to the Warrington score. And Des Drummond doesn't look too good. limping badly. Martin Crompton though back to his feet. So Brian Carbett, been a good night for him so far. A try and 4 goals. Can it be a try and 5 goals? Yes it can. No trouble for Brian Carbett. So 26 now to 16 as Des Drummond limps from the field. So if it'd be worth Warrington bringing anybody back on, because we're in injury time of the game. Gary Sanders, I think, has returned. Well taken by Jackson. So into injury time now of the match. Warrington 26, Widnes 16. Just played out now, time added on by the referee. Mark Roskell to Mossop. He's still driving forward. Sound display from Mossop on his debut after coming on early through serious injuries to Mike Gregory. Roskell still going. Good little run from Mark Roskell. Trying to get up. Fallis' referee comes somehow. He let him go. Holden, man of the match, brings in Boyd. He's just caught by Andy Ruane. 6th tackle on the halfway line. We've played now about 40 seconds of injury time as Kevin Tamity. Little grubber kick. John Basnett takes it safely. Final seconds of the game. Widnes still looking for some points in this second half. And there in fact goes the final hooter. Warrington takes the 2 points. Widnes not looking a good sign at all. They go down to the relegation zone and could be a surprise. They going down. Warrington win 26-16. Go through the scorers. Good night for Brian Carbett. 14 points for him with a try and 5 goals. Tries coming also from Brian Johnson, Keith Holden and Andy Mossop. Widnes in reply, try from Rick Thackeray and Trevor Stockley. And there was 4 goals from Barry Dowell. So Warrington keep up the pressure as they look for second place in the Stones Bitter Championship. They have 2 points here tonight at Wilderspool. The final score, Warrington 26, Widnes 16.